Thank you for coming all this way. I don't know if you heard that, but it sounds as if General Tolera is still here in exile. For all but losing the fortress of Melsenshire, long ago, Tolera led our forces, but then the Tuatha produced a foe she could not best. Her forces barely survived the retreat out of Cluracan. Many blamed her for the loss, to have built up hopes so high, only to have them topple. That was Tolera's crime, and she has paid for it, day after day. You're as quick as ever. Tolera is in the cradle of summer, banished from the battlefields of Melsenshire until she can atone for her past. According to the Fate Weaver here, she seeks an artifact from Ural Tusk that might break the siege and aid our forces. But she cannot do so alone, for poor Tolera is fated never to succeed. That is where you can help. In a hidden valley, northwest of the plains of Erathell, the ruins of Ural Tusk lie undisturbed, as they have for many centuries. What Tolera wants there is beyond me, but I trust her, even if it goes against my better judgment. Last I heard, General Tolera was somewhere in northern Erathell, searching for a way to turn the tide of the war. I think she took a squad to Ural Tusk. You should be just what the general's looking for.
What do you need? Hello again. How are you enjoying your visit? Be well.
We're watching you.
Hail! I am General Tolera ap Gwydion, former commander of the Eastern Alfar forces. Surely you're not the aide Aelin Shear promised. She spoke as if she planned to send a whole squad of soldiers, not one faceless mercenary. You have the bearing of one that's seen combat, but you never fought in the war, or you would know who I am. Once I was the commander of Melsenshire, the Alfar fortress to the east. I held back the Tuatha at every push before the Baelor came. Then everything fell to pieces. Understood. But you wouldn't be the first person that Aelin Shear has used. Most of the time, you don't even know she's doing it. Not that I need any help in my misfortune. You see, all those who involve themselves with me soon face disaster. Such is the fate I have been dealt. The Baelor is a thing of dread, a Niskaru lord that the Tuatha managed to coerce into fighting on their behalf. Against the Tuatha I had some success, but no ordinary weapon can best the Baelor. One must fight darkness with light. Long after the Erathell left our world, the mortals built these windstones to call them back down. I've never seen them work, but, as I said before, I'm not known for my good fortune. Ural Tusk, the tomb of the divine fang, the piercing light. With a weapon like that, I could rally the troops at Melsenshire and perhaps redeem myself. They say the ruin is guarded by legions of Niskaru, led by a beast known as Azagal. Whether this is true or the stuff of legend, I don't know. We may be lofty, but we are not weak. Our land is cold and harsh, and we have long studied the noble arts of bow and blade. Across 1,000 battlefields, my spear paints a red masterpiece. Mel-Sen-Shir is the gateway into Cluricon, but it's been under siege ever since my defeat. I failed the city once. I can't fail them again. With Tuatha raiding parties along the shores, Rathir has the only port for safe passage across the strait. But after assisting Mel-Sen-Shir for so many years, the ruling council of Rathir is loath to offer more aid for what they see as a lost cause. 10 years ago, I served the Alpha armies, defending Cluricon and Mel-Sen-Shir from the Tuatha armies. Then, Witch Knight Malwyn led his Tuatha summoners against us. The fiends routed my soldiers at every turn. Now they've had Mel-Sen-Shir under siege for years, while I've been searching for a weapon to turn the tide. The years have been long since I first learned of the means that might deliver Mel-Sen-Shir from the Tuatha. It lies in Earl Tusk, beyond a gate fated never to be opened, in a hall awash with Niskaru. Any who seek access to the ruin must face them. These ruins are said to be the resting place of the Piercing Light, a spear carved from the tusk of the Niskaru Duke, Gajor. The legends say it destroys any horror, in the mind or on the battlefield. No place is more deserving of such a power as Mel-Sen-Shir. The ruin holds the only weapon known that can slay a Niskaru lord, and the monsters inside will do anything to keep it safe. The Arathi sealed Earl Tusk to be opened only when the great voices rise in song. This may refer to the wind stones scattered across the plains, but I can't be sure. Years ago, this chime was found near the ruin. I've tried using it to make the wind stones sing, but I've had no luck. As if that's a surprise. The inscription says the gate will open when the great voices rise in song. I think this means the windstones that are spread across Erathell. There's one just a little to the south. Go there and strike this chime near it. I'll stay here to see if it has any effect. The windstones are located all across the plains. I can't believe it. The gate shifted? For all my efforts, you simply appear and make it respond. No, you've opened one part of the gate, but 4 more remain. You must find the wind stones scattered throughout the plains and activate them. I will remain here. The Niskaru will sense that the seal is weakened. Someone must try to hold them back. Go sound the chime at each windstone in Erathell. That's the only way to open the gates. I'll stay here and fight any Niskaru looking to sneak past us.
How much longer are we going to be out here?
We're watching you. How much longer are we going to be out here?
hello. Lovely weather. Have you spotted any sativa fiber? It's okay if you haven't. I'll keep looking. Lovely weather. I've always felt a kinship with the flora of the plains. Do you? Can you feel them break the soil with their stems, their muse of thirst on the driest of days? I do. There is no richer region for reagents in all of Amalur. They say this is where the summer fae first rose from the earth. I find the fae very odd. How about you? You met Molly? I love Molly. We haven't seen each other for years. She likes to talk about alchemy, while I like to do it. Have you ever eaten star thistle? It burns. I use it in potions to protect the corporeal form, to ensure health and longevity. It also makes a pretty decent aphrodisiac. That's something you're interested in. My. You've gone and killed the spiders. How grand, how very grand. Normally I don't condone the killing of innocent creatures, but those are so creepy. You are too kind. From now on, you are considered a valued customer to all the Janics. Everything is cheaper for the Spider Slayer. That is your name, isn't it? So long. Oh, hello. Look how vast the sky is. Remarkable. So long.
Are you one of the intruders? One of the children of the dust? What else can we possibly give you that you haven't already taken? The cradle of summer is not a flower for the plucking. For many seasons, we have protected this sacred space from the darkening influence of the mortal world. For it is here where we Summer Fae first set foot in Amalur. But with the rise of the Tuatha, the magical barriers protecting the cradle of summer have weakened. If this continues, nothing is safe from the blight of winter. I am Kala, guardian of the cradle. Terenier and I safeguard what has never needed protecting, until now. With our weakening magic, the Fae must tend to our own. Mortals, children of the dust. Those who seek only to steal the treasures of the land from which we sprung, to end the deep slumber. Mortals, like you, who seek to bend nature to their will, to make it bow before them as a servant, not embrace it as a guide and mother. Mortals, thieves, liars, and weaklings. They have stolen items of great power. They have stolen the three staffs. They are Rivener Tarsus, Gloamfrost, and Ender's Fire. Three incredible weapons forged to end a war that was threatening to engulf your mortal world. Such prizes, such items of power and importance cannot be kept in the open, and so they were hidden here. That is, until the intruders took them. A child of the dust wishes to help the cycle? Why, there is no precedent. If you truly wish to assist those of us in the deep slumber, you are welcome to. The three staffs were stolen from Sill Hollow and destroyed by the thieves who did not comprehend their power or their value. I heard their dying screams. The pieces must be recovered and the staffs must be reforged. If you can do this, you are more worthy of the cradle than I could imagine. But likely, you will not. It is the most powerful form of Fae reverie, a connection between our people and our birthplace of Ashara, the realm from which all magic is born. We in the cradle of summer slumber to protect this sacred place. We draw energy from our homeland and use it to maintain the barriers that keep out the beasts and men. They were wielded during the long twilight of the Withering War. Those three weapons uprooted mountains and left the lush plain forsaken. They are the lightning, the fire, and the ice. They are precious. While their magic has weakened in these fell lands, they are still cherished and must be returned. It is for those answers that I seek the wisdom of the slumber. For it is in its reverie where I will learn the whereabouts of these thieves, Raff, Purter, and Hagney. Move swiftly.
Hello again. Hello again.
Keep your eyes on your possessions.
Good day, traveler.
From this tale that you mortals create myths. There were many battles, many losses, many victories. The Tempest spared no one. Your ancestors hid as the ground trembled under the gathered armies of Lord Ulm. They whispered tales of the radiant Issa, striking the winter Fae like lightning, tearing the looming clouds. It was everything you know of war.
You're in my path, stranger. I ask that you step aside before I cast you off the cliffs. I hold it as dear as any fae, but my time had come. However, I took a piece of the cradle with me, a part of a weapon I was meant to protect. I'd earned that right. Can't you feel it? Ever since the Withering War, this stretch of earth has been enchanted. Some prefer to call it cursed, but I see all of this magic as a blessing. I walk the broken hills and ravines, searching for the answers to this question. What lies across the sea? Who is calling me with her fiery breath and knowing whisper? I was once part of the deep slumber, but wished to depart the dreaming to pursue something that is more familiar to mortals like you. Ambition. For seasons, I dwelled in the cradle of summer, as is my role in the telling. But something called to me from beyond the sea. A whisper of power and corruption. I fought our winter court enemies right here on this soil. But it was all in vain. The seasons pass as they always have, and always will. There is no ending the winter. That's laughable. I don't know you, I don't trust you, and I don't like the looks of you. I'm plagued by visions of what your kind call the future. A telling beyond the present. It is all because of this new god. She clouds my thoughts, confuses me. You appeal to me using your mortal sense of guilt, something I truly do not understand. However, my role in the telling does not include Rivener Tarsus. Take my staff. The peace you seek is within. May it bring clarity to the deep slumber. Go on.
Then return
return the prophetess to her people, who, content with largesse, would stay in their wintry country. Tyrion spoke as I know her silken robes the fabric of Lyria's hand. Hail! The words of the goddess I herald unto her people, and have I heard from starlit lands in her woven grasp. Her way is east, that way which we must travel. Our puzzles will sail into be no more troubled by our plight. We will go to the opposite ends of our fire, and be double. not seem so strange. I'm sure there are many people who in their youth had a similar experience, but of course I am leaving something out. I mentioned the unrest in my soul. I meant internal. When I was young, I was visited by something unlike anything else of this world. It was an ephemeral, ghostly thing. I called it a divine spirit, for I had no better word to describe it. This thing was not fey, but possessed a timelessness like one. It glowed with an aura of magic about it, but I was not afraid, for a serene peace was born on the countenance of this divine spirit.
Hello there. Care to join me in my work? You look like you could use a few moments of quiet reflection. I am a student of the world, my friend. The world. One cannot learn what he wishes to know from books and recipes. No, he must search the countryside for answers. Look around you. This ruin holds knowledge so deep that no one man will glean it. But that will not keep Arion Raff from trying. Ha! Of course, the cradle, an incredible setting, so rich in its magical history. I was there months ago searching for artifacts, but only came across a few random wand components and a reagent or two. Nothing fantastic, but definitely worth a trip. An incredible region, one that begs to be studied. Where else can one truly get a sense of the withering war and its dramatic effects on our world? It is endlessly fascinating. We have nothing like it in all our long histories. The Fae are singular in their abhorrence of warfare. It's what makes them unique. This warped old rod? I can't imagine why you'd have any interest in it. It's a patchwork piece, cobbled together from bits and bobs. However, I did invest many hours of my life in its construction. My hands still bear the calluses. I would part with it for a price. I couldn't have parted with it for any less, you understand. A man's handiwork is still worth something. Enjoy the peace, and good day. Be well. Welcome.
may think I'm lying, but unfortunately I'm telling the truth as I saw it then anyway. This thing was a fleeting companion, but a companion nonetheless. Do you hear? It's the earthly moans of time. Listless motes of cavern dust, the crumbled ruin beneath our feet. All the ordained path of the blessed. You have found their way, their home, their solace. You're near them. No, I was wrong.
Good day.
Have you met Unred Armfast? He says he works for the Alfar army, but I have yet to see any papers.
Those thieves will be brought to justice, or my name isn't Wayne Imundus. And you, I would watch your step around Goreheart. We don't tolerate conspirators. Goodbye.
Hi. Welcome back. Do you require assistance? Safe travels.
What do you need? Hello again. How are you enjoying your visit? Be well.
Yes?